Yo, yo, yo. It's Mark and Mark's Tarot. And that's my dog. She likes to make grunting, snoring noises. After all, it is Saturday night. Why wouldn't she? So you gotta pay that price. I've been paid switching. I've been paid. That first on bros. Are you ready for first on bros? You gotta pay the price. And first on bros, you gotta pay the price. I've been switch on its way. That shit ain't no on its way. Week away. Oh shit. That's what it looks like. Cool. I've been switch. Seeing bullshit assets. Shit's trash. I don't care what I got. Because I'll be Let's see if I can get it. I might get it tomorrow. We'll see. I'll be late switching. My left wrist on, bro. Gotta be practice. Obviously, yep. I don't want that shit. Should be all one color. It's so annoying. I don't know why people do that. Oh shit. I got that. Oh, oh hey, Miss Bikini. Hey Dan, what's going on? Oh cool, Miss Bikini. Glad it went good for you. Oh nice, Dan. What'd you eat? Anything nice? Oh, that's good, Miss Bikini. Glad it worked out. That's good. Well, at least you come home to him and you know that's what he wants anyway. That's how you gotta look at it. I know it's tough, but at least you still come home to him and that's what he wants at the end of the day. That's why things are happening the way they are. It's how spirit works. Spirit makes sure everything goes the right way, try to help as much they can, put you in the right places with the right people. That's all their works. It's all them. That's what they do. They work all day to make sure we're okay. It sucks. Uh, Oh, that's good. Glad the car is driving well. Oh, on the cheeseburgers and greasy fries, I took her to Dick's Drive-In. Hey, well, cheeseburgers and fries always works. I had chicken wings tonight. I had chicken wings and some apple pie. I had some popcorn. I didn't really have like a wonderful dinner because I had such a nice lunch with my nephew, and I wasn't really hungry, so I only had like some chicken wings, and then I had a piece of apple pie. So I don't want it to go I don't want it to go to waste. And I had some popcorn about an hour ago, about 2 hours ago. My dog likes popcorn, so I gave her some too. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh boy. I'm trying to think of what the heck I was gonna do, but I can't even remember. Um, I can't remember. Not Sherry for Leo. Absolutely. As it should be. As it should be, but unfortunately, not everybody's the same, you know. I was listening to these people on YouTube about 2 hours ago, and this woman said some interesting things, and I was like, "Well, you're right, but you're not right. People are still entitled to their opinions. People are still entitled to what they say, what they believe in." She was saying that people like try to validate you by this and that. And I'm like, yeah, but people are gonna do whatever they want anyway. You can tell them blue in the face. They're still gonna do whatever they want. Because at the end of the day, they're the ones who control their own lives. I say that all the time. I can tell you blue in the face, this, and this, and when you click off of here, you're gonna do something totally different, and that's fine. It's your life, not mine. It ain't my problem. I'll go to sleep. But today the energy was, nah, still retrogradish, still whack. People are still like going crazy. People are still not genuine, annoying, stupid, etc. But the best thing to do, in my opinion, is live your life. Do what's best for you. Do what's best for you. That's what I say. Do what's best for you. 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 Mhm. Jersey. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I spoke to her a few times today. She was getting her car fixed or tuned up today. She came in my live, but she was saying that she had to go because she was getting her car tuned up or something like that. And then I came on a second time. This is my third live today because I had all these issues with my nephew. He left the damn garage door and the main door open as he left to go to work. So I was bitching and complaining about that. And yeah. Then I came on a second time once I solved everything. Then my nephew wanted me to come see him at his new job. So then I went to go see him at his new job and bought some things that I didn't need. But yeah, I spoke to Marley. Everything's cool. I don't think she's going live tonight though. It's way too late now. But she said the energy was weird and she didn't feel like coming on. I was like, yep, I know. I kind of felt the same way, but I'm here. I don't really get bothered by too many people. If I do, I get rid of them. So it's nice and peaceful to be without certain people aggravating me every day. So I have no problem with getting rid of people. So I make sure that Marky is my energy is good. How do I get motivated to do something I don't want to do? Well, I basically say to myself, you know what, just get it over and done with, and then you don't have to worry about it no more. I don't even think motivation is involved. I just think that I don't need to get motivated. All I want to do is get it out of the way. So the faster I get it done, the more I can move on to the next chapter or the next thing I have to do. That's more important than something that I don't want to do, but I have to do. So once it's over and done with, I say, you know what, I'm done. I did what I had to do, you know, and that's it. You got to do it. You got to do it. Best thing to do is get it over and done with. Once you've done it, you ain't got to worry about it no more. It doesn't take your energy anymore. It doesn't take you, doesn't, take your energy. It doesn't make you feel a certain way. It doesn't make you feel obligated. It doesn't not on your mind anymore. You've done it over and done with. That's how I deal with things like that. I'm like, I really don't want to do this shit, but I might as well just do it now and get it over with. Fuck it, and I ain't gotta worry about it. That's how I live my life. Motivation is music to me. I get motivated with music if I have to motivate myself. I turn music on and I'll listen to music or I'll hype up myself a bit. That's how I like pretty much motivate myself. If I need motivation. Most times I don't. I just deal with shit and just get it over and done with. I have to I have to take all the pictures off my phone and fill all phone from some other device and oh, that's not that bad. I mean, while you do it, when you do that, my suggestion to you is to have music in the background. And when you do it, at least you get it all done and it's saved and you get to see what you've done with him and talk to him at the same time while you're doing it. I know it's going to be hard and it's rough and it's it's something that you're gonna have to go through eventually. You might as well get it over and done with now, but enjoy it while you do it. Talk to him while you're doing it. Say, hey, remember this? This is us up in the mountains, or remember this car drive, remember this shirt you used to wear, or remember this, remember we did that, whatever the pictures are, or remember we went here. So like you can talk to him while you do the pictures. If I was you, that's what I would do. But that's up to you. Hey Marley, we just manifested you. Dan was just asking me if I had seen you today. Well, spoke to you today. And I said yes, obviously. And you came in my live earlier. I told him that you got your oil changed. Mm. Oh, nice, cool. Mother daughter time. Uh, and I got my car service like a big girl. Yay! Nothing like getting your car service and you driving. You're like, yes, it feels so good. Betsy's ready for action. I don't get my car done. Feels like new for like a couple weeks. I gotta go get my car dealt with soon. I gotta yeah, that's true too. I gotta get my shock absorber things done. It's making like a clack noise when I go over bumps. So like it's probably the shocks or like the mounts or something like that. It's always some bullshit. Always some bullshit. The car's like a damn person. Fuck is that? That sounds like a fucking dead duck. Holy shit. You know what? I got this damn hoodie today and I shouldn't have, but it was cheap, so I got it. I went to my nephew's job and they have a huge sale there, and he was showing me all the stuff that was my size, and I was like, you know what? I really like that maroon hoodie. That'll go perfect with my maroon hat and my maroon pants. So I was like, you know what? I'll get it. Fuck it. It's $40. They're usually like 60, $70 for a hoodie. For an Adidas hoodie, this was on 40 on sale. It was half off or 40% off or something like that. So I got this one today. I like this color. Plus it matches my hat. So I spent like $100 there. I bought this and some sweatpants and like a couple shirts. Like I got it all over there. Then he wanted me to buy him some football boots. Then my sister gave me the money for him. So yeah. So I went there and spent some money like an idiot, and I knew I shouldn't have. But well, it's all good. I don't care. Yeah, Miss McKean, that's it's life. It's things we have to do. I always recommend women to do those things. And you know what else? Like what? You know what else hurts me sometimes when I hear women say that they never drove and their husband always drove, and then they never got a license, and then now they have to catch like a bus or train or whatever. And it's like, well, my husband didn't want me to drive. He always drove everywhere, and he did this and he did that. And I'm like, yeah, well, you should do it too. Suppose you like your husband's having a fucking attack, or he falls down and breaks his fucking leg, or he wants to go to the hospital. Like, what are you gonna do? Call the fucking ambulance every time? Like, like I always feel like both people should be doing the same thing. That's just my philosophy as a man. I would never hold back my wife and tell her like, oh yeah, I'll do everything, and you don't have to drive and you don't have to do this. No, I want her to do the same things I do. So that way, we both, can help each other when we need to, or if I'm sick, then you can deal with it. I know a few people like that I'm like, fuck man, why would you like hold back your wife from doing that shit? I just don't believe in that. I can't remember who it was now that told me, oh, how can I? Oh yeah, that lady, yeah. My friend's mom. She told my mom she has to catch the bus everywhere, and then she walked up the hill and fell on her face and fucked her face all up, and it was like hurt her wrist. I was like, well, if you knew how to drive the car, then you wouldn't be going through that shit. That's why I don't know. I don't understand how people do that shit to their wives and shit. They don't fucking know, man. Me, I'm not like that. My mom, she drove the car. My sisters both drive. Ain't nobody special around here. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. You never had to get gas. Yeah, no. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Dan. That I don't like. I don't know. I just it don't make no sense to me. Yeah, it cost me $100 to fill up my diesel van from burn dry up. I put like $75 in it the other day. Lasts a while though. Diesel takes a lot to like. I have a diesel van, car van, whatever you want to call it. So diesel's almost just as expensive as gas here. She lost my father at 34, so I knew it. If she made up her mind, she'd get in the swing of things. Yeah, I mean, well, she had no choice if he died that early. Your father was a big guy, Dan? Was he a big dude? Yeah, it's more than 5 here. It's $7 and something cents a gallon here. It's fucking ridiculous. It was a spark plug, 510, 220. Yeah. It was a spark plug. Well, 510 is like bigger than me. So I'm 5'7", so he's 3 inches on me. So to me, he's a bigger dude than me. I'm 230, so. Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. Hmm. You guys are taller than me. See, I'm a short shit. I'm 5'7". Mm-hmm. Hello, Aqua. Marty cracked me up. Marty says, I'm 5'10", 140. Dang. You don't look that tall online. I always thought you were like shorter than that. All right. Yeah, I know, right? She got an alligator mouth. Uh, Aqua, you can ask your question when you're ready. No one else mind. What does he think about? Every day I'm juggling. Oh yeah, sure. You can make some hoodies. Um, Aqua, when you're on L's mind, he thinks that he thinks of you as a possible friend. He thinks that he feels kind of stagnant, and he feels kind of like he doesn't know what direction to think when he thinks about you. It's like he doesn't know whether or not um you're like giving off misrepresentation, or if you're going to be a fake friend or a false friend. He doesn't This person L doesn't really know how to really think, because well, he does think about you, and he does think about things like that, but he thinks himself like, how can I figure out more about Aqua, you know? He wants to resolve an issue that he has with you, where he wants to come to some type of conclusion, you know? Right. I do get the four of wands here, which is romance and stuff. But now, like, it's like, hmm. You know what I honestly what I think is there's another person that he's talking to, or another person he's dealing with. I got like maybe another woman that he's talking to, or another person. Let me just double check that, because that's what I feel like it is. Let me just check that before I, confirm that's the truth. Well, I feel like there's another person involved. Like if he has a baby mama, it's probably her. If it isn't that, then it's definitely like an ex or somebody that he was dealing with. Because I do get like another person, another woman here that he was romantic with as well. He doesn't have kids, all right. Well, then this is like another person that he was dealing with. Because I got two women, you and another person. So I see another person here that he's dealing with at the moment as well. But it's like this person knows that he's lying about you or about some other person. So it's like he's getting caught up in his lies. He's getting caught up with like his misrepresentation of himself. So I feel like he's causing this other woman anxiety because he's lying, and he's also been romantic with her as well. You know? Mm. I I feel like this person L is gonna contact you and talk to you again and try to like, you know talk to you about things or whatever, or try to like get with you again. But I don't know. It's just I get weird vibes off of this. Like it's not really like a concrete thing, like a real serious type of vibe here. I'm not getting like this person contradicts themselves. Like they're being very cautious and stuff. It's like, yeah, I'm getting the vibes are off here. Like it's almost like he had an ex and like went to you because he wanted to like say, I don't need you, I'll go get somebody else. So then when he found you, he dealt with you, and then the other woman now, was like, yo, what the fuck. But the other woman also feels like something's going on. Like they're catching him in his lies. But I feel like he's gonna come back and start talking to you a lot more and act like nothing ever happened. That's up to you. That's up to you, sweetheart. You do whatever you want. But I feel like he's gonna talk to you again. He's gonna contact you. Yeah, I understand. Like what I'm getting here is he's gonna contact you again and he's gonna like talk to you and then like ask you to link up and stuff. But after that, I feel like he's gonna like his involvement with multiple people is like he's doing it for his own personal gain to get back at that other person. So I feel like he's using you to get back at an ex, if that makes sense. But hey Virgo, what's up, sweetie? I also feel like he's going through some family issues, family problems, and like going off on family and money and things like that. He's got this person else got like a lot of issues going on right now. And like it's just the vibe is off because he's got a lot going on in his own life. Like he's got some family stuff going on, a lot of weird things going on with him. That's why he's off. But I do feel like there is definitely like another person. Even if he isn't romantic with her, he's still dealing with her. You know what I mean? So I get like a lot of mixed bag shit here, like I get like a lot of weird things. It's not telling me nothing good about him. Well, yeah, I mean that's what happens, when you are messy and you're weird and you do dumb shit. So yeah, I'm getting that, even if he hasn't had sex with another person, he's still dealing with another person. And I also get he's self-destruct. He's got self-destructive behavior. Like he goes off on people quick when he don't get his way. And I feel like he's dealing with family issues and family money situations. That's what I get. Something to do with money. Oh, I'm sorry, Philomena. I didn't even realize I didn't have it up. My bad. There you go. Thanks for reminding me. Cool. My bad. So yeah, Aqua, that's what I get. So it doesn't really look that great. The vibe's off and he's just going through a lot of bullshit. That's why he gave up. That's why like things went bad with you and him. But I do feel he's gonna contact you very soon. Like this week, he might contact you out of the blue and say, "Hey, Aqua, blah 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 blah. Hey, look, I've been through some bullshit. Can I see you? Blah blah blah," and act like nothing ever happened. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. But I would make him work for the coochie if you give it to him again. You can ask your question when you're ready, Philomena. Yeah, I wouldn't get yourself involved in any mess like that. Some people got it's just the way it is right now with the retrograde and the eclipses and all that shit. Just people have been really weird lately. Like they just, I don't know. I have something I've always said in the past, and I'll say it again. And I haven't said it this year. But if you want a relationship and be in a relationship, it has to be a 24/7, 365-day job. A relationship should be worked on all the time. And when shit goes south and like you and your partner have issues, you either help each other and don't run away from it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like people don't give a shit. It's different if your partner says, "Look, I need time, to sort my shit out." But don't think you're gonna run off and do whatever the fuck you want and not communicate with me. That don't make no sense. What's the sense of having a partner that runs away from their own shit? You're supposed to be helping each other. Well, there you go. Everybody gets exposed eventually. Exactly. You only had ice cream and that's it. That's good. See, anything else would have been worse. Yep. Philomena, you can ask your question when you're ready. But that's how it goes. That's how like social media is either gonna make or break you. That's exactly what it's gonna do. Oh, absolutely. My mom says when you touch shit, it stinks. Yep. That's why I ain't got no time for that shit. Mm-mm. Yep. So you touch shit, it stinks. And I say, "Yep, mom, I know." That's why I don't get involved in nobody no more. I can't stand that shit. I like being by myself with my dog, my family. As soon as you get like somebody, you gotta watch your back. You gotta watch what they're doing. And then if they're social media hungry, you got a serious problem. Social media has ruined a lot of relationships and a lot of people. You can't like that's one thing I don't do is go all over social media and post shit. I'll post like, sports stuff or funny shit or memes and shit, but I ain't posting no personal shit. I ain't gonna like sit there and do a selfie and show you every hood, every hoodie and every clothes and every fucking hat I have. You must be crazy. No, no. I ain't putting no selfies up myself, man. Fuck that. I ain't gonna do that shit every day. I'll be getting some bad juju thrown my way. No, you won't. Uh-uh. I don't know if you can hear me, Philomena, but you can ask your question. But yeah, I would say like 3 years ago. Well, almost 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I was talking like a lot to this chick in my neighborhood, and we got cool and stuff. And then next thing you know, she was acting weird and kind of like secretive or like just being weird. Next thing you know, I saw like some of her Instagram posts. I added her to Instagram. Next thing you know, I was like, oh, no wonder. I got my answer. Then as soon as I started like brushing her off and not speaking to her, she wanted to be closer. She like as if to say, no, don't leave me, Marky. And I'm like, bye. Smell you later. I ain't dealing with that shit. You ain't gonna fucking call me. Uh-uh. You ain't gonna make me look stupid. Oh, I know. Now when I see her, I'm like, how you doing? Okay. Nice seeing you. Smell you later. There you go, Dan. Marty, that's the best way. That's how you expose the trash. That's exactly how you expose the trash. Yes, Dan, that's what they should do because that's all they're worth. But that's how it is, unfortunately. Nah, that's cool, Dan. You can say whatever you want. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of annoying and stupid, but yeah, that's what people do these days. They want to show their bodies and shit. They want to act crazy and tell everybody, even though like showing your body is one thing on social media, but publicizing your life is even stupider. You know, like there's no reason to like publicize your life on social media and tell everybody your every move and where you're going, and like put up that traveling to Vegas today, and you got like the plane with the dotted arrow going from Bermuda to fucking Vegas. Why are you telling everybody you're going to Vegas? So everybody here knows where you live, or like they're gonna find out and then rob you, you fucking idiot. Don't tell me where you're going or where you moron. Nobody needs to know where you're going on vacation unless your boss and your fucking siblings and your and like people that you talk to. You don't need to tell the whole fucking world. Your Facebook friends are your fake book friends. Those people don't care about you. They just added you so they could see your shit. Dumbass. Miss Bikini, you said that sucks. No problem, Philomena. You can ask your question when you're ready. Well, at the end of the day, Miss Bikini, what's meant to be is meant to be. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. Sometimes, um, your children can completely disown you, or just don't need you, or they get corrupted by other people, or they have their friends, their peer pressure friends, and they say certain things or do certain things, or when they don't get their way, they think you hold them back. Shit like that. Like it's just the way it is. Um, You know, when I was 19, I wanted to get out of my house so fast because my dad held me back from living my life, and I'm glad I did. It was never a mistake on my part. I did it, but I still, me and my dad are closer now than we've been ever because we're older and everything's he doesn't have to like run my life anymore. But even when I was like 18, 19, he tried to like always tell me to like he always was negative. He still is negative, but it's just like some children need to like leave their parents for a while to really see what life is. And then when they come back, they're like, you know what, mom, dad, I'm sorry, whatever, blah, blah, blah. In my case, I just kept wanting to prove them wrong. And I did, you know. But I still love them and care about them and do things. Yeah, I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will. Some people just need time to realize who they are. A lot of children don't really know what the fuck they're doing until shit hits the fan where they need their parents and sometimes they just don't even care. It's sad, but it's true though. Hey Rudy, how you doing, sweetie? All right, Philomena, you said I met a guy at my new job. His name is Pedro. What are his intentions for me? All right. Well, I feel like this guy, Pedro, is a good guy. He's a responsible, mature type of person. I feel like, he's generous and considerate, but his intentions towards you is not very clear. Like he's got like issues in his own life, like with money and with like other people. He's actually like at conflict with himself and with other people, like a sibling and things like that. But like I don't see no intentions. Yeah, if you're still trying to get to know each other, then I would say like the intentions are not really there. But it's not so much the intentions. It's like he's a good person, but he's just going through a difficult time right now. But let me see if something will happen like in the next couple of days or whatever. I feel like he might ask you out on a date, but it's like it's still uncertain. But he does like you. He thinks that you're like a good person. He thinks that you're attractive, and he thinks that that he would like to be with you. But he's not ready to like to like expose himself to you or like say too much to you. He's like a peaceful type of guy that doesn't want no trouble. That's what I get. But it's possible that he might ask you out on a date in the next couple of days. It's possible, Philomena. But he's afraid of rejection, and he's also afraid of like misrepresentation, and he doesn't want like another person who lies or disrespects him and shit like that. So it might take some time, but it is possible. Like his intentions, can be to ask you out on a date in the future, in the next couple of days, a week, or another week or so. I would say like just show, if you're interested in him, Femina, I would say just like show your interest and just be cool with him. Because I feel like he's been through some hard times, so it's like he doesn't really know what he wants. But it could be a possibility. Could be. Well, that's the thing, Miss Bikini. She even though she hasn't come around and she knows probably what happened, it's like she probably thinks that, oh well, you know, my mom can take care of herself, and she probably feels like, a different way or whatever. But Philomena. So that's probably what it is. Like he's probably got too much on his plate. Yeah. That's why I got like with money and stuff like that. He's probably like paying for his kid, and he's probably doesn't have too much time. But he does consider you an option. You know what I mean? I don't get nothing bad. I just think that his life is like kind of a little bit rough right now. It's not easy. She might talk to you this month at some point in time. I think she will. Hmm. Yeah, Miss Bikini, I think she'll talk to you again soon. I feel like she will. It's like I feel like if she's in a relationship, that's distracting her right now. Like if she's with somebody, and that's probably why she's distracted right now. And that's probably holding her back from talking to you. Rudy, I had a takeout tonight. I had takeout, well not tonight. I had takeout for lunch, and then I had like chicken wings for dinner. So you're just a hobo in a wagon. Oh, that's nice. You should have gave him some of the leftover greasy fries, Dan. Come on. Yeah, I was so full from lunch that yeah, I know. I was so full from lunch. I had a breakfast burrito and some home fries with my nephew. We had that like at 1 o'clock, and then I wasn't really hungry because I was so full from that and still burping up that shit. And then I had chicken wings left over from yesterday because I made fish yesterday, and I made the rest of the chicken wings so I don't have to reheat like the oil. So I did them, and I said I would just eat them for my lunch tomorrow. So I just heated up the chicken wings that I had from yesterday and ate that. I ate a piece of apple pie and some popcorn because I thought Marley was going live, so I had some popcorn. But she never went live. I ate my own damn popcorn, and now I'm live. You're just a hobo in a wagon. Yeah, I had the popcorn ready. You know. Double dip the tartar sauce. Yeah, I love tartar sauce. It's all good, Marley. Sometimes you just, take a break. It's not all that. Plus, plus, like you've changed your whole life now. See, you used to come on there and answer everybody's questions, write a fucking list with 30 ass people, 30 people here. Your list used to be like 20 some. Oh, your number this, your number that. That's a lot of bullshit to deal with. That's why I'm glad you switched it up and did the free Oracle cards, and then now it's a lot more calmer. And then you just do your readings, and that's it. Just like how I do. It's the best way. So you're not overwhelming yourself. Yeah, there's no need for that shit. So now, like, you don't have to go live all the time. I don't burn myself on here. Fuck that. I just think like the overall energy is making people that way. We have like all this retrograde energy. You have, this eclipse energy. And I think that as human beings and as people, we always allow other people to get in the way of our energy. Like I'm guilty of that these past 2 days. I allow people to get to my energy. I allow people like to make me feel mad. And then I look at certain people and I'll go off. I went on a rant this morning about some fake ass people. And I started talking about them, and I had to catch myself and be like, you know what, Mark? Why the fuck you wasting your energy talking about these clowns? And then I'm like, you know what? It was a healthy rant. I let it all out. Fuck it, who cares? I actually took the live down because I don't want people to think that I'm some crazy fuck, because I'm not. But some people are so sensitive now that you gotta watch what you say. So I took my live down, my first live down, when I was talking shit about some people, because I don't want it to get back to them, and then they're gonna be like, and then it's gonna be outright, back and forth bullshit. I don't feel like dealing with that. Yeah, fuck them anyway. I don't care. I really could care less. But yeah, that's why some people didn't see my first live. I took it down just for precautionary reasons. I know how people are. They'll be in the background listening. Let me see if Mark talks shit so I can make some trouble. It's like these motherfuckers what they capsize. And around to the wayside. I don't ask them what that capsize is. I ask them, why you lying? Why you always lying? Why you always crying? Fake ass people. That's how they are. People are just people. They're gonna be crazy. It's the way it is. It's the way it is. It's the energy right now. It got to me today, but it's all good. I'm alright now. I'm calm. If there's one thing in the world that I don't like is a liar and a person that I see saying things, and then I feel like I have to expose the person because I don't want people to think because when I expose people, sometimes people think that I'm jealous or something like that. And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not jealous. I'm just warning you that I know these people and I know they're lying. And I don't need cards or anything. I just know I've seen them lie live, live lies. That's what I call it. So like, I'm like, you know what? I'll say what I want. Yeah, and that's the way it's gonna be all month, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. Yeah, and that, you know what? Like being on here, it can take your energy fast because a lot of people have serious problems, and they'll like for instance, we all know like Miss Bikini what she's going through, right? She shared her story, and we all support her. But if she was going to like a fucked up reader, that reader would like try and feed off of her or make her feel even worse or like make her feel like a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Because certain people do that shit. Like they strive off they'll be like, oh my God, I feel such a heavy energy in here. What's going on? And they'll be like, oh yeah, it's probably me, my bad. And like people are like, I'm seeing people do that shit. And I'm like, look at this mofo trying to get like, this person's like misfortune trying to make it their like thing and act like they feel somebody in the room. You already know like what's going on. So how could you feel something that you already know? Like, that's how people like will carry on. I've seen people do it. Yeah, that's how they are though. Yeah, for 99 bucks and some fucking popsicle stick readings, I can help. Or email me on my website, you know, for 9.99. I'll tell you all the lies you want. I do popsicle stick readings. I do astrology. I do this. I do that. Next thing you know, you got all bullshit that's never gonna happen. Alrighty then. But that's how it is, though. I've seen it all. That person I was talking about earlier. Oh my God. He charges like $300 for like an astrology reading. I'm like, I'll just go on one of these websites and go get it for free. And if these people really were great readers and people, then why isn't nobody talking about them like that? You know why? Because they're all full of shit. And that's how it is. A lot of them is just all full of shit. It's all bullshit. And some of the people that get conned, they don't want to say nothing because they look like idiots spending that type of money on bullshit. That's why they don't say it. Yeah. You're wondering when God's throwing down a thunderbolt every day. Every day that thunder reaches somebody. Every day the lightning strikes. Then believe that every single day that shit happens. Every day. And it doesn't happen in just this world, this like area. It happens in all areas. It happens in all areas. It was like today I was watching, me and my nephews were watching the soccer game today. My team was playing, and we were playing against the second place team, and the referees were favoring the other team, not my team. And it was a clear penalty for my team. And the other guy, like before that, punched this guy like and got away with it. And then the penalty, he didn't give the penalty. We can see it was. Then it was a corner kick. The ball comes over. It goes straight to one of my players, the players on the team, and he scores and makes it 2-1 and won the game. And I said, look at that shit. Karma at its finest. The referees tried to rob the game to make sure they didn't lose, and they fucking lost anyway. So you didn't give the penalty, but guess what? They still scored. It was karma at its finest because the referee was trying to rob the game because the other team was more popular, and they didn't want my team to go ahead. So it happens in sports, it happens in psychic world, it happens in your job, it happens in your family. Like God's ready to like throw them thunderbolts at people and places and things and like wake up people. This is the year that a lot of shit's already happened already. It's only April, and the shit's already hit the fan with a lot of things. A lot of people have been exposed. A lot of people are changing their identities because they're tired of being or taking an L every day, and they're tired of lying. So they're gonna lie about something else or put another thing out there. That's why I always emphasize on here telling the truth and not lying all the time. Like lying ain't gonna get you nowhere. It's just gonna get you more karma and more bad shit's gonna happen to you. Just tell the truth or shut up. That's it. But God sees and hears what we don't, and that's why everything happens the way it does. It's hilarious. I love every minute of it because I go to sleep with nothing on my conscience because I ain't done nobody wrong. I ain't done nothing bad to nobody. I help people every day. I'm very happy with like the people around me are all cool. See how nice it is in here without certain people aggravating and clogging up the chat room, talking about their fucking lives and their fucking fantasies and their bullshit. That's why I get rid of certain people. I can't take that shit. Like you ain't coming in here and fucking up my shit. Like, I protect my energy and the energy of others that I love and care about. I have my own lightning bolt strikes and thunder strikes in here. And I feel you're fucking around. It's time to go. People are in your life for a reason or a season, like they say. I'll drink to that. This is the time to declutter and get rid of shit. All right. All right, you guys want a card? I'll give you one. I feel like using this deck tonight. I just feel like we all need it. Messages from heaven. That's what we need. You all need a message from heaven. Okay, Dan. Take care, buddy. Glad you had a good day. Marley, would you like a card? Miss Bikini, whoever else is in here. That's all right, Miss Bikini. I don't care, but that's cool. I'll give you a card. That's no problem. All right, Marley. Let me see what I got for you, Marley. That's what they say. That's what they say. Okay, Marley, your card is number 21. Listen to your inner voice as we try to guide you. Use your intuition. You have a natural psychic ability that helps you make great decisions. You can feel when something is wrong or right. Your body brings you signals deep inside. When you have to make choices, ask yourself, is this right? You will feel and you will feel your answer. Your loved ones say we will help you to connect to your own natural intuition. I like that. Sounds good. You're welcome, Marley. All right, Miss Bikini, let's see what we got for you. All right. Miss Bikini, your card is number 3. The message is very simple. Take control of the situation. We know you can do this. Stay strong inside. You have everything you need to make it happen. The skills are already yours. Your loved ones are saying, stand your ground. You can handle this. We are here to help you. There you go. For sure. Psychic on Saturdays. All right. Oh, look at that. And you know what else is crazy? I'm going to share something with you. After I show you this, my card, I'm going to show you something. How crazy this is, right? Now, if you remember, Marley, your card was number 21. 2 and 1 is 3, right? Miss Bikini's card was number 3. And look what number my card is. 12. 1 and 2 is 3. And look at that, the pink sandy beaches in Bermuda. We understand that sometimes you may feel alone, but we are always here. We all got a number 3. We all got a number that equals 3. See that? 333. All these fucking cards, and they all equal 3 each. 21, 12, and 3. You can't make this shit up. All right, we on it. Although your deceased loved ones have lived their own lives, when you need them, they can draw close to you. You may feel that presence physically. You may feel that presence physically, but even if you don't, they want you to be comforted that they are just a whisper away. They say, we will stand by your side whenever you think of us. We are here. Yep, that's true. That looks like where I live. See that? You can't make that shit up. Marley got 21, 2 and 1 is 3. Miss Bikini actually got number 3. And I got 12, 1 and 2 is 3. And I've been seeing 33, 333 all the time. For the past like 2 weeks, the most dominant numbers I've seen is 33. Oh boy. Good Lord. 33. I've been seeing 33 a lot. I've been seeing 33 so much, it's ridiculous. And number 33 means guided and protected. The angel number 33 serves as a spiritual guide and protector. It indicates that you're being watched over and supported in your life journey. And a religious significance in Christianity, Jesus was said to have been 33 years old when he was crucified. Number 33 represents the highest degree of spiritual awareness and enlightenment. I didn't know that. Why do you keep seeing number 33? It means anything is possible. Yeah, that's true. That's crazy. Number 33 also means creative thinking, self development, and hard times passing. That's true. Yep. You can't make this shit up. That's Phil's life number. Hey, well, maybe Phil was giving us those answers. He wanted to let us know that he was here. Miss Bikini, do you know anybody by the name of Sandra or Sandy or Sandra? Sandra or Sandy? Sandra, Sandy, something like that. Sandra, Sandy. That's weird. I don't know. I keep hearing a person named Sandra. It's Sandra, not Sandy. It's Sandra. Sandra. I don't know how you guys pronounce it, but Sandra, Sandra. That's who that like I'm getting somebody by that name. That's so weird. I don't really get names a lot, but I got a Sandra here like talking to me. I don't know who that is. I don't know, it could be for anybody really. I don't know. I just got this woman talking to me. Her name is Sandra. It's not a name that I hear every day. I don't know any Sandras either. It could be Marley. It could be. I was trying to figure out what this person wants. That's all. I just heard the name and then I was like, okay, well, but who's it for? That's why I asked Miss Bikini if it might have been for her. I don't know. But it's not. Could be somebody else. I don't know. I can't hear them anymore. They're not. It's almost like they're gone now. I can't. I can't connect with. They're not connecting anymore. I don't know what happened there. I have no idea. But that was weird. I was trying to figure out who the hell they was. I don't know. I can't remember who that. I don't know why that person came through to me. Could be somebody in here that's not talking, and that person could probably want to connect with them, but they're not talking to me. I don't know. It could have been for you, but it might not be. That's why I asked you first. But like I said, there's other people in here, but it could be for them, but they might not be saying anything. I don't know. Sometimes people show up. Was I know, like 20 something, I would say. Like 26, 27, something like that. Maybe 20 years ago. When I finally, like, was like listening to them and like I would see people and stuff and shit like that. As soon as I said that, somebody left. That shit's hilarious. I'm telling you, I don't hear shit for nothing. Somebody was in here and then they left. That's why I got that. Somebody was trying to connect, but I don't know. Yep. As soon as I said it, that's what happened. And then now it's back up. Yeah. Tell you, I don't get shit for no reason. That's why I asked you guys because you was the only ones talking. But hey, not my problem. It's all good. But yeah, Marley. Like I would say I always had like a connection with spirit. I just thought that I wasn't really talking to them. I thought it was just like in my mind, or you know, I just thought that it was just something inside just fucking around. But I would say like when I was like 26, 27, that's when I took like an interest into it and actually like knew it was real and knew like and I can like things started to happen, whereas when I talked to spirit at that age, I was like, wait a minute, like so this is exactly what it like this is how it is. Cause I used to like when back then I used to like check into mediumship stuff and psychics and things like that. I used to like be interested in it more. When I started to get more interested in it, that's when like the spirit was like, okay, now that he's interested, let's start to give him a little bit more. But even before that, when I was younger, I would like talk to my imaginary friends and they were spirit. And I always thought like this is weird or maybe something's wrong with me or I'm fucking hallucinating or some shit. But I wasn't. It was just like a part of my, me evolving to accepting what it really is. But when I came on here, that was 5 years ago now. I've been on here. That's when like I was more surprised. Like I was surprised that it actually worked, and I was surprised that it's real, and I was surprised that people were like, "No way, how the fuck do you know that?" Or how can you describe the person if they're dead and you don't even know them? So, and then I saw other mediums do it. And like I said, I had, a person who was a medium anyway. And, she guided me through everything. She helped me with stuff. And then I practiced on people. Oh, yeah, definitely. I can smell them. Yeah. Yep. I smell my uncle all the time. I always smell him because he comes in here to watch the games with me, and sometimes, or my dog will see him. I can tell when he's around. One of the weirdest things one time I was doing a reading for my friend was in here a while ago. You guys don't know her, but she used to come in here all the time. And her husband passed away. Um, and she like tried to revive him and she couldn't. So like she always felt guilty that she didn't do enough, right? And I told her that look, he doesn't want that. You need to think that, it was just you couldn't do anything. It was just his time to go. And then one day, she was in here just chilling. And I was drinking coffee. And next thing you know, I'm smelling onions. And I'm like, I don't even have any onions in my house. I love onions, but I don't have no onions in my house at the time. I'm drinking coffee. So how the fuck am I smelling onions? Right? And she was in the room. And just like now, how that Sandra thing happened, I said, all right, I'm smelling raw onions like they're being chopped up, and I ain't got no onions in my house. I started smelling my clothes, smelling the cup, and I'm like, I still smell onions, and I smelled it for at least like 5 minutes, and it bothered me. And I was like, why the hell am I smelling onions like crazy? And I don't have any. This is weird. Come to find out, this woman's husband ate raw onions every day. And she goes, wait a minute, that's my husband. He ate onions every fucking day. He was an onion freak. And all he did was smell like fucking onions all the time. She's like, that's my husband. He's there. And I'm like, yeah. And then after that, once I knew it was him, that was it. And then he was wearing all white and some sandals on the beach. And it was a place where they went to all the time. And I saw him in a white light, so much so that he was smelling like onions. And she laughed and she was like, she says, Mark, this made my night because I know he's here. And I'm like, yeah. Him and I were always cool, like, because he knew I always had good intentions for his wife. So I smelled that one time. That always, reminds me of like the smell part. And like I said, I can smell him like my uncle when he's around. Um, things like that. Or I can smell when they're in the kitchen. One time I smelled like baked goods, like cookies and shit, and the woman was actually a baker that I tapped into to make her point across. But seeing them and describing them and where they live is the ultimate thing for me because I can actually prove where they are and prove where they lived and prove what they look like. So, but the only thing with that is sometimes you're gonna like you can see them in different ways. We all look different every day, right? A woman changes their hair color, a woman changes her eyebrows, her lashes. I change my look every day. Sometimes I'm shaved, sometimes I got a beard, sometimes I wear red, blue, black, sometimes with glasses, without glasses, like, when I'm living in my daily life. And my friend sent me a picture today of me DJing in Rochester, New York. And I looked at the picture, I was like, fuck, look how young I was. Like, I look the same but different. And when he sent it to me, I started laughing. I was like, look at that shit. That was like back in 2013. I was like over 10 years ago. Look at me DJing. That was 2013 probably, I think. It was like 2013. This is like another picture of me DJing the next day. I went back to back nights out in Rochester. I played out there. I played music out there. That was a good old days. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, Miss Bikini, that would happen. Like you'll definitely smell him because he's there. So he'll let off some of those smells where you'll be like, "What the fuck?" He's here because I smell him. And that's what they do. Actually, I remember a time, you know, my friend Paris that comes in here, Paris, when one of her good friends passed away, and I smelled lavender all of a sudden, or lilac and lavender, and yeah, is it lilac, whatever the fuck you say? I can't remember how you say it, lilac. And I smelled that, and I was like, did your friend like have like a perfume or something, lilac? And she was like, oh my god, yes. She loved that. She always like, you know, had the scented candles, and she had like the oils, and that was her favorite. And Paris was like stunned. She was like, this is crazy. How the fuck could you smell that? And that's what the person told me. I remember that one too. Now that we're on the smell things, I'm starting to remember the times that I did it, that it happened to me. But sometimes what's really freaky is I actually smell cigarettes or tobacco. And I'll be like, did this person smoke? Because I can smell cigarettes. And nobody around here smokes cigarettes. Like no one in this neighborhood smokes cigarettes. Like not in neighborhood, but up here. Like there's nobody really smoking. They smoke weed. Some people do around here. But I never smell cigarettes around here. And I was in here one night with the AC on, all my windows, all my doors were closed, and I smelled somebody. I felt like somebody was literally smoking a cigarette next to me. And I was like ready to puke. And I was like, ugh, I can't smell that shit, man. I used to smoke so much, but then obviously I gave it up. And I'd be like, oh, did this person smoke? They were like, yeah, they were a chain smoker and blah, blah. I'm like, oh boy. Oh boy. Well, if you're smelling that, then it's a spirit. It's spirit in there that used to smoke cigarettes heavily. That's why you smell it. That's what happens. So if there was somebody in spirit that you knew that smoked a lot of cigarettes, then it's probably them. That's their way of saying, hey. I always see spirits smoking in like when they're, you know, in a spiritual form. I see them smoking and shit. That's how they identify themselves sometimes. Like they'll show themselves smoking and stuff, or they'll let off that smell to say, "Yeah, I'm here." That's happened to me numerous times with all my windows and doors closed. And I'm like, "What the fuck is this shit? How the hell am I smelling it?" So if your grandfather that we've talked to before, if he smoked cigarettes, it's probably him. Or it could be that auntie that I tapped into that time for you. If they smoke cigarettes, it's probably them. If they didn't, then it could be somebody else. Oh well, there you go. Yeah. Well, if he had a pipe and he smoked, that's why. That's probably what it was. Because usually tobacco will come stronger than cigarettes. It's like almost the same. It's a distinct smell, but that's how they let off like the smell. So if he had a pipe, then yeah, and tobacco, that's him. Then yeah, that's him. Because that's the person that was around you. Yeah, that's what happens. It don't last like a long time. It's them coming across, you know, and saying yeah. And because you vape, he'll feel the need like he can smoke in there and just let you know. And because your mom's there, your mom comes visit you there, and if he was another way he does that is because he protects Emmy and you know and your son as well. He protects your children. If he was alive, when they were alive and knew them, that's his way of saying, "Hey, I'm here protecting the house and you guys." But if he never saw either of them, it's like him being assigned to them. So either way, that's why he's there. But he's most likely there because his daughter goes there, his granddaughter and his great granddaughter, his great grand, whatever, how it goes. Yeah. Well, you know what I mean. Because if it's your mom's dad, right? Then your children will be his great grandchildren. Yeah. So if he was passed away when your kids were born, then he's like the guardian angel type of person, spirit that takes care of him. So if you smell that, that's him. That's what happens to me. Oh well, there you go. There you go. So if you were 6 weeks old when he died, then that's why he's around you. Because that's what usually happens. They take care of the next born child and make sure, like, that's not how it always goes, but that's my opinion. And that's what a lot of them say to me, like it only happens to certain people. But see, my grandfather, both my grandfathers, I've explained this before. When my mom was 5 months pregnant with me, my dad's dad died. My grandfather, he died. He died at like 62 from liver cancer. He was smoking and drinking and shit. Then when I was 9 months old, my mom took me on the plane to Portugal to go visit her dad, and then he died when I was 9 months old. So he got to see me. I was his last grandchild that he saw, right? And there was two more after me, but he never saw them. But I never feel or see my grandfathers around me. Like I never like see them in any way or hear them or talk to them. Like nobody talks about, like, even when I get mediumship, I don't. My grandfathers are not around me. Like the person that's around me is my uncle, and he was like 7 foot tall, and me and him had a bond. See, like I was like his favorite nephew because I talked Portuguese a lot, and I was like somewhat like him. Like I like to make shit, fix shit. He would teach me how to do things, and we would laugh and talk shit and have fun. So he was like, he never had kids either, right? And he married my mom's sister, and I had a special bond with them. They were my godparents. So like my grandfathers don't really come to me like my uncle does. And see, my uncle and my grandfather on my mom's dad, they weren't really that cool. But it's weird how like I have my grandfather, me and my godfather shown around me more when a medium reads for me. And then one day, his wife, which is my auntie, when she first passed away 5 years ago, I had my friend read and described her and everything, and she was around me as well when she passed away. It's because I knew them in real life, right? So my grandfather probably was assigned to my next, cousin that was born right after me. So like I kind of what I'm saying is this: certain people feel like they're assigned to certain people. So your grandfather, I picked up on him that day and still now, and he's around you because his daughter goes to your house, which is your mom. So he would want to be around her. That's why when she was there the other day, he came through. You see what I'm saying? So like if they feel comfortable in your home, they're gonna stay there. So my uncle, he feels comfortable here because he likes the same team I do. We like sports and he hangs around here from time to time. But since my auntie died 5 years ago, he's not here all the time. He comes once in a while, I'll smell him. And he has that like old man stench, like that after shave stench. Like, that's what I smell. So I know he's around. But he doesn't come around that much anymore. Ever since, his wife's been in spirit, he don't come around no more. Like hardly ever. So they're together. But a lot of mediums, well, not a lot of mediums, but the few mediums that I talk to, especially like the woman that taught me a lot of things, she always told me there's tons of kids around me. And I say I never had kids, but she always said that there was a bunch of kids around me. So sometimes like orphans and like abandoned children or children that had their parents die, like they'll hang out with me or they'll hang out with other people. A lot of people have babies and spirits and shit like that where they just want to be around somebody that's like they're accepted as. It's just the way it is sometimes. It's just people who hang around certain people. Yeah, it could be, yeah. Yeah, that's why. I remember like you told me that. So yeah, and that's why he came through that day. He was trying to reassure you that, hey, you're my, you know, you're the first grandchild, so he takes care of you, make sure that you're okay. But the other day when your mom was in your room and I read for her and then, and he came through, like that was interesting because he made it very clear like he wanted to get the message across. And I'm like, look, man. And I heard Emmy in the background. I was like, oh God, he's doing this shit again. So it was pretty funny, dude. That was like that was funny as shit that day. But like I can't help it. It's just the way it is. Like, and because like he was so persistent on telling me shit, I was like, all right. And then like your grandmother came through as well, and told me about the milk and all that shit. I'm like, look at this crazy ass shit. Like, it just shows you like how much they care and how much like they really can prove that they're around. Like it ain't no this shit ain't no bullshit. That's why it took me a long time to like really do it in public because people like psych the fuck out when they hear shit like that. They're like, this how the fuck does this guy or how the fuck does a medium know that shit? Mediums can blow your fucking mind when they really like know real life shit and shit you don't know. It makes people really like understand that this shit ain't no joke. Now she has their picture in the living room so she can talk to them because I told her to do that. See? See how that changed there? That's cool. And see, I didn't even know your grandmother was passed away either. She came through. She came right around the corner, right next to him, and I was like, "Oh God, here we go." Then everything they said was like it all was real. She confirmed it right there, right on the live. And I was like, no way. Yep, here we go again. But it's fun though, but it doesn't happen all the time because it's not like they're saying, okay, here's a reading, but go tell him, like, it doesn't work like that for me. Sometimes it just poof, it just happens. It's life. Yeah, well, that's how it goes. The fake ones are always gonna be around because they're like gonna strive on what you tell them. See, a lot of people's problem is people tell people shit. You ain't gotta tell me nothing. It'll just automatically happen. You know. A lot of people are bullshitters. They just want to tell you what they want to know and tell you what they want you to know. And a lot of them ain't really mediums like that. They ain't new. They're all full of shit. But it's a task to do mediumship sometimes because sometimes the spirit don't want to say nothing. They're like, I ain't talking to you about nothing, like, mm, it ain't happening. Another thing is like, see how some of us go to multiple people. Sometimes there'll be somebody in the background listening, and they don't want that person to like feed off your information, and they'll hold it back until another time when it's right. There's a lot of things that I've experienced through doing this shit. Like, a lot of people, they want to, like, go back and say, oh yeah, this person's starting to come in my room. Let me go check when they ask Mark something, so that way I know I can say the same thing. Or let me look like a legend and see if I can, like, blah blah blah. People are nasty, man. But it's good to know that there is some real mediums out there and real psychics out there. I'm really happy to know, like, a lot of people that are genuine and are real. There's still some good people out there, but I'm glad the fake ones are falling though. Seeing that shit this week about that other idiot, I was like, oh, thank God you're gone. I ain't gotta listen to your bullshit no more. I'm glad. Good riddance. Yeah, I mean, I sometimes I rewatch it just to hear myself or just to see, what I said, or like making sure that, I don't like fuck up something or miss the chat. Sometimes I don't pay the chat no mind because I'm in my vibe, in my zone. And I'm like, blah 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 blah, and that's it. Yeah, another one bites the dust, definitely. I'm so glad. When I saw that, I was like, good riddance. Smell you later. Yeah, absolutely. It's people like her and I that bring everybody together. We always did. We always, it's weird because we all met in one room, and then now, it's all like gone. It's gone different, but we still remain friends, which is great. Sometimes it doesn't matter where you meet, as long as you and that person's cool. That's all that matters. That's what matters to me. Like, I don't care if you're cool with someone I'm not cool with. It ain't none of my business. Ain't my problem. And I'm not gonna look at you different. As long as you ain't doing nothing bad to me, you can talk to somebody who done me wrong. I don't care. Just don't think that I didn't tell you so. That's how it goes, Miss Bikini. It goes like that, you know. That's what God does. He puts everybody in the right place at the right time to get dealt with in the right way. And like I said millions of times, I would have never expected anyone to say, hey, look, Mark is this, Mark is that, go check him out. You know, people putting me out there. I never once, asked anybody to do any of those things. People do that on their own accord. And that's how I meet everybody. Because people send them over here. And that's cool. I appreciate it. And that's how it should be. And when they do that, I do the same in return. Hey, look, go check soon, go make sure you check this person. Nah, it's cool. It doesn't matter. As long as, because sometimes, like, let me tell you, my experience with that is you can send somebody here, but if that person doesn't know how to act, then that's not your fault. You just try to help that person by bringing them over here to get a mediumship reading, and then it turns out to be a fucking disaster. That's still not your fault. It's my choice to take on that person. It's my choice to entertain their dumb ass in the end. So that's why I don't really blame anybody for sending people to me. I remember when Star first shouted me out. The first week, I had pure people come around and ask me for readings and shit. Then I met this weirdo. She started emailing me, and then next thing you know, she tries to get her money back from PayPal that she sent me and said that I never answered her question. And I'm like, I know exactly what this is. That person, right? Because I've never seen that person in any chat room under that name. And I've never seen that person even in Star's room. But what it is I found out who it was. They were doing an undercover type of thing just to get a reading. And I knew and I felt like it was somebody trying to like call me or do some dumb shit to me. And it did. And then I got rid of them. And then I still ain't seeing that person around. Because it's all bullshit. It's fake accounts just to get a reading. And then when they get it, they try to fuck you over and then say you did this and say you did that and make me look bad. Because she praised me, that person was like, no, I don't want you to praise Mark, damn it. Fuck, I hate this guy. Let me try and, I'm going to con him. I'm going to scam his ass. I'm going to fucking pay for a reading. And then I'm going to ask for my money back. And I'm going to get my money back just to aggravate him so he can blow up and, act like he's not this person that Star said he is. And then I was like, yeah, there you go. I knew this was going to happen because a lot of people don't want somebody else to get praised. So when you have somebody like Star blatantly say on the live, look, go see my friend Mark. He's one of the best mediums I've ever dealt with, if not the best. So when she said those words in that video, that person that don't like me was like, fuck. I can't believe she just said he's the best. God damn it. All right, now I'm going to go get a fake account, fake PayPal thing. I'm going to fucking scam his ass, make him look bad, and I'm going to go back to Star and fucking try and cause trouble. And then little does that person know that they just made themselves look dumb. Yeah? And that's exactly what happened. Because people can't see somebody else getting praised. And I've had this argument with a lot of people that people really don't have your best interest at heart. People don't. People will smile in your face. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Mark. Next thing you know, they're doing some dumb shit. And you're like, wow, The fuck is wrong with you? Why you just don't leave me alone? That's why I always wonder why like people do that shit with me. It's not like I got like 50 people in here. I have like 4 or 5. Most people I have in here is like almost 8, 9, 10 people at the most on a regular basis, like throughout the night. So why are you worried about my measly little couple people? Well, I'm that important to you because somebody that has a bigger channel than me shouted me out and said that I'm the best? Like, what the fuck's your problem? I'm the best to that person. I might not be the best to everybody, obviously. So, like, why you want to be like that? You know? But that's what we should, we should all help each other. But it's not people's real intentions to do that. They don't give a fuck about you like that. Yeah, exactly. But you know what, Marty? It's the small ones. It's the small channels that get the best people. See, when you blow up and you're all like got hundreds of thousands of bullshit robot people and you bought all your shit, you really have a bunch of idiots. Because all those idiots are only come around there because they see all that clout, all that. Oh yeah, this person's got like blew up so quick. Oh, and yeah, the Aquarius reading was so on point. Yeah, this person's great. That those sign readings are all bullshit too because it's everybody's life. You're reading a general thing, so you get attached to those general bullshit readings, and then next thing you know, you go get a private reading and you got something totally different because that person can't do that shit. And but it's too late. That person took your reading, took your money, and they're slick. They'll be like, "Oh well, it's gonna happen next year." So after a year's gone by, your money's been gone. You can't get it back. There's no refund after that. I know their tricks also well, but it's just how they are. Some people are just crazy like that. Then you got these cracked out Power Ranger looking people on here. Well, that's what you have to do. You got to find like-minded people and good people. That's how it goes. Once you find the right people, everything just falls into place. And they tried to make me a part of this community. I ain't a part of no tarot community. My community is Mark and Mark's Tarot. You get your ass over your channel and leave me alone. I'm not a part of no tarot community. I didn't sign up to no tarot community. I'm not a part of nothing. I'm a part of my channel, which is Mark and Mark's Tarot, and I associate with other people. But I'm not a part of your motherfucking community. Don't be trying to make me a part of no fucking Terra Illuminati bullshit. No, no. Mm. I'm a part of me and me, and I'm a part of everyone who loves me. Fuck that. Uh-uh. I remember that shit when the trolls were after me. They was like, "This is a tarot community," and you guys. I said, "I'm not a part of your motherfucking community. Who the fuck you think this is? I ain't no part of nothing. Don't put me in that group. I'm a part of my own channel, and that's it. I associate with everybody else." And I kept saying it over and over and over, and they eventually left me alone. There's a lot of hate in people's hearts. It's sad, but that's how it is. A lot of people be hating like crazy. I just can't be that way. I just don't have hate in my heart like that. I don't really care like who's doing what and what's doing who. Like I don't care. If you want to waste your time and your energy and your money on a fake ass person, go right ahead. Nothing to do with me. Don't ever say I didn't tell you so. That's all. All right, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Let me get my ass to bed, man. Plus, my dog's like snoring out of control right now. I can't believe the dog. She's like snoring like outrageously crazy. It ain't easy. But that's how people are. Yes, we should be going to bed. It's past my bedtime. It's already 1 o'clock in the morning. I need to get my ass out of here. This damn dog's going off her rails. Best life in the world. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a beautiful Sunday tomorrow. I know I will. I'm gonna go have lunch with my parents tomorrow and chill out. I really need to chill out tomorrow, and then Monday is gonna be a long ass day. But anyway, I'm gonna get my ass to bed. I need some sleep. I'm gonna take my dog outside, wake our ass up. I'm gonna go watch the rest of this baseball game too. About one more inning left, so I'll watch the rest of that. And I'm going. I'll be on tomorrow though. I should be here tomorrow at some point in time. I might come on in the morning for a bit before I go to my mom and dad's, like I did today. I might come on in a bit in the morning. I'll see how it goes. I need to go get some other cards too and switch up my messages and stuff. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow at some point in time. Enjoy your weekend. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. It's been nice and quiet tonight, so it's good. Good night, Marley. Good night, Miss Bikini. See you guys tomorrow. Take care.